Alright guys, how you guys doing? In this video I'm going to give you my 1 week review of the 27-inch iMac 2011. Now, as most of you are aware, the new iMacs come in 4 different models. You've got two 21 inches and two 27 inches. The good thing about the entire iMac range is that they start from the quad-core i5 series, which is super speedy. It is insanely fast. There's been no change in terms of design from its predecessor, still aluminium or aluminum. There's been no physical change apart from other hardware changes inside. The screen is the same, the glossy screen, beautiful to view videos, pictures, but it can get annoying, especially if you are quite restricted to space. If you are at one desk and there's not really much movement you can do, and I say that because if sun hits the screen, it's going to reflect and it's quite apparent. It is glossy, it is the LED technology, and the resolution of the screen, as you guys know, is 2560 by 1440. In terms of hardware, when you're purchasing your iMac from the Apple online store, you can customize it as well. So the high-end iMac, you can change the CPU, which you can only do with the high-end iMac. You can't do that with the previous or the lower iMacs. You can only upgrade to 3.4 GHz for $200 US. And with every other iMac, you can upgrade the hard drive and the memory should you wish to do so. Even although I would recommend you putting your own memory in, it literally takes 2 minutes and you'd get it much cheaper through Crucial.com. To be honest, I am a little bit disappointed with the hard drive that's provided in the iMacs. I was hoping that Apple would do some sort of hybrid combination or some sort of SSD combination, or bring the prices down of the SSDs, as they are quite expensive. The technology is great, and the performance and stuff is superb. Similar to what they've done with the MacBook Airs, where they've put in flash memory. I would have liked, even although they could have put a small amount in just for the operating system and applications, maybe 64 GB or less. But it is disappointing that they chose not to do so and stick with the 7200 RPM hard drives. One major annoyance which has recently been discovered on the new iMacs is the fact that you can't change the hard drives on the iMac. Sure, you can add a second one, but you can't change the primary one. So make sure when you're ordering online from Apple's retail store, you get the exact hard drive that you want. Basically, what Apple have done is they've changed the connectors on the back of the hard drives from a 4-pin to a 7-pin, and they've added a firmware to the hard drive, and that firmware hasn't been supplied to third-party manufacturers like Seagate, Western Digital, Hitachi, Toshiba and so on. So unless Apple give it to these manufacturers, you can't stick your own one in, and if you try to, it won't recognise it and it won't load up the hard drive. This is indeed very annoying because hard drives do fail over years or over months. It is prone to failure. And when that does happen and you've not got Apple Care, then you are going to pay a hefty sum to Apple to replace it, which is hugely annoying. In terms of other hardware inclusions to the new iMacs, Apple has upgraded iSight cameras to FaceTime HD cameras, and the difference is basically, as the name can tell, it's HD 720p, so you can FaceTime other people, use the inbuilt camera to record high definition footage, ideal for YouTube, blogging, so on. And lastly, in terms of hardware, Apple has included 2 Thunderbolt ports. That is correct, 2 of them, meaning you can connect 2 monitors to your iMac and get 3 displays. You can connect your MacBook up to your iMac and have an external display that way, which is pretty cool. You can have Thunderbolt devices daisy chained together, and as you guys know, Apple was the main force behind this Thunderbolt, Intel's technology, LightPeak technology. The only con is the fact that there is no Thunderbolt or LightPeak enabled accessory on the market at present, which is one of the cons, because Thunderbolt has been announced since February on the new MacBook Pros, but yet there is no fixed time or pricing as to what roughly the prices will be like. We all know it's going to be steep, the prices for hard drives and Thunderbolt devices, simply because it's new technology, but there is no fixed time as to when they're coming out. So guys, just to sum up or conclude the video, the 2011 iMacs are super speedy, very high powered. If you've got a late 2009 iMac or a 2010 iMac and you're thinking of upgrading just because there's a new iMac out in the market, then yeah, probably it's not the best thing to do and waste your money on it. But if you're really looking for power, for processing speeds, for rendering speeds, iMovie, Final Cut, Photoshop, you're a professional, then yeah, the 2011 iMacs are going to do you well. And if you're a gamer, high-end gamer, then even the 21.5 inch and 27 inch iMacs are pretty good. I've done various tests on games, speed tests, Photoshop tests, iMovie tests, boot up tests, and if you haven't seen those videos, they're appearing on the screen should you wish to check them out. But that's it for this video guys. I hope you liked the whole iMac 27 inch coverage. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's on your screen to kind of go and view yourself. But guys, other than that, thanks for watching. Cheers. Looking to send a package at the lowest price possible? Simple, visit parcelmonkey.co.uk, follow these 4 simple steps, have the package collected from your doorstep, and then sit back and relax.